Sega.
In darkness, I shall be light. In times of doubt, I shall keep faith. In throes of rage, I shall hone my craft. In vengeance, I shall have no mercy. In the midst of battle, I shall have no fear. In the face of death, I shall have no remorse.
Welcome to the first Dawn of War 3 tutorial. This first tutorial will teach the basic gameplay mechanics you need to know in order to play Dawn of War 3. such as basic combat and base and army building. For the purpose of this tutorial, you will be playing as Space Marines. Move the game camera towards your stronghold. The Space Marines start with the stronghold as their headquarters building. The stronghold is used to deploy builder units and basic combat units. We will begin by setting a rally point from your stronghold onto the battlefield. Set a rally point at the indicated position. Good work. The rally point has been set. When you deploy units from your stronghold, they will immediately move to the rally point. Next, we will build your forces, starting with a tactical marine squad. Deploy a tactical marine squad from your stronghold. Tactical Marines are a ranged infantry unit that serves as the Space Marines' basic line unit. Your Tactical Marine Squad is deployed.
Ready for war.
In order to build other kinds of units, you will need to construct additional kinds of base buildings. Base buildings are constructed by builder units. The Space Marine builder unit is the Servitor. Deploy a Servitor from your stronghold.
A servitor.
The Servitor is weak in combat, but is able to construct additional base buildings. These buildings can be used to deploy new kinds of units.
Servitor.
To build a new base building, select your Servitor and move it to the indicated build location.
Servitor en route.
Move your Servitor to the build location. Move your Servitor to the build location. Construct a barracks at the indicated build location.
Barracks will be made in
is complete. You can use it to deploy new kinds of units. Like your stronghold, you can also set a rally point by selecting your barracks and then issuing a right-click on the battlefield. We will now deploy Assault Marines from your new barracks. Deploy 2 Assault Marine squads from your barracks. Units that are in progress are added to your build queue at the bottom of the screen. When a unit is finished, the next unit in the build queue will become in progress. This allows you to queue up several units for deployment at once. Your first Assault Marine squad is finished. Unlike Tactical Marines, Assault Marines specialize in melee combat instead of ranged combat. They are equipped with jump packs and cost more resources to deploy.
Order received. I look for brave this terrain.
All of your Assault Marine squads are deployed. You are ready to take your forces into battle.
As you would have it. Point to me with purpose.
You can select multiple units at once by box selecting a group of units. Click and drag to box select all of your units at
Ready,
once.
brothers.
To more easily manage your units, you can assign your selected units into control groups. Assign your Tactical and Assault Marines to a control group.
Ready. Your will. Tactical Marines ready.
To help you better manage different kinds of units, they can be put in multiple control
Point to
groups
me
at
with
once.
purpose, my lord.
There is enemy activity behind the fog of war. They will appear once your units are close enough to see them. Find the enemy behind the fog of war and eliminate them. Right-click on the enemy to attack.
I follow thee!
There is a health pickup ahead. You can restore a squad's health by moving it over to a pickup. There are more enemies ahead. This time, we will move your units with the attack move command. Units using attack move will move to the specified location and automatically stop to attack enemies encountered along the way. Issue an attack move command to move your units.
It shall be
Destroy the enemy. Attack move is more safe, efficient, and effective than using the right-click move. Right-click move is for positioning units within combat or for escaping combat. Learning which move command is appropriate to the situation at hand will make you a better commander. The enemy is trying to gain a tactical advantage by capturing that heavy cover. Capturing heavy cover activates a shield that protects the units inside from ranged damage. Your ranged units cannot enter heavy cover that has been captured by the enemy. Only units with the counter cover property, such as assault marines, can enter captured heavy cover and fight enemy units inside. Since the heavy cover is located on higher ground, your squads cannot reach it on foot. Use your assault marines' jump ability to leap them into the heavy cover. It is also possible to destroy heavy cover with ranged damage. Destroy the enemy.
We will do it, Excellence. It shall be as you command. We are ready for war. Make ready. Forging ahead. Moving to jumping. Space high command.
Destroy the enemy.
New target. Enemy down. Capturing.
For the purposes of this tutorial, you have been granted an additional squad. This squad has suffered a casualty and is no longer at full strength. We will reinforce this squad back up to full strength. Move this damaged unit to your stronghold or barracks to begin reinforcement. It costs resources to reinforce a squad, but it is always cheaper than purchasing a new squad.
As you would have it.
Move this squad to a base building for reinforcement.
This terrain. Moving to jump position. Forging ahead.
To see if your unit is within reinforcement range, simply select the building and view the rotating reinforcement reticule on the ground. The squad's reinforcement will pause if it moves away from the reinforcement structure. Reinforcement will resume once the squad moves back into range of the reinforcement structure.
Yes, sir.
The squad has been reinforced. A fully reinforced squad is always stronger than one who has taken casualties. The enemy is preparing to mount an attack on your base. We will deploy 2 scout sniper squads to bolster your defenses. snipers have a larger line of sight and firing range than other Space Marine line units. You can use scout snipers to see and attack enemies that are much further away. Your first squad of scout snipers has been deployed. Deploy one more scout sniper squad from your barracks. They are weak against melee attackers, so keep them stationed behind your other units.
Will be rewarded tenfold.
Sniper scout.
Your scout snipers are ready for combat.
Ready. Understood.
The enemy is marching towards your stronghold. Position your units to intercept the enemy attack.
Your will. We are ready for war.
Sniper squad, undertaking the order now.
Acknowledged.
The order is clear. Our enemies are rifles up, moving out.
Assault school brave this terrain. Assault
Our stronghold endures an attack even now.
on the move! Go ahead, command!
You are loud and clear. Go ahead. It is
Our barracks endures an attack.
You are moving now! Ready to jump. Understood. Go ahead, at your command.
Another wave of enemies are
Ready
approaching
to
your
jump.
stronghold.
We are
Kill
your
the
scout
enemy.
snipers acknowledged. Carrying out orders.
Going now. Point it shall be. Yes, it is my duty to oblige. Assault. Your faith in us will be make ready. Inbound to make ready, brothers. Marines ready. Enemy target neutralized.
Not your snipers on target.
This one is underway. This one.
Well done. This completes your first set of lessons on
We'll make
Dawn
a
of
name
War
for us.
3.
Relocate.
You are
Relocate.
ready to proceed to the next tutorial.
Glory be to the chapter.
Welcome to the second Dawn of War 3 tutorial. This tutorial will cover elite units, resource capture, line unit upgrades, and advanced combat. We will begin by calling in an elite unit, Gabriel Angelos. Elite units are stronger than line units and possess powerful abilities. They are not deployed from base structures, but are equipped before a match and unlocked in battle by spending elite points. Deploy elite unit Gabriel Angelos to the battlefield.
Our elite battle brothers are ready to deploy at you.
Gabriel is a powerful melee unit with crowd control abilities. He will accompany your line units and give them a decisive advantage. Gabriel Angelos is deployed and ready for combat.
Shall be my brother.
Take Gabriel and your line units to locate a nearby resource point.
It shall be done.
Resource points will boost your income and allow you to further build your army.
The might of the Blood Ravens is with you.
The foe is in heavy cover. Kill the enemies blocking the path to get to the resource point.
Be gone!
Enemy target neutralized. Take it.
The now out of your way. Press further to the resource point.
Secure resources!
I will carry out these
There's the resource point.
I'll have it for us.
Move your units inside the resource point's capture radius in order to capture the point. Your units must remain within the capture radius until the capture timer is full in order to own the resource point. The point is yours.
We are ready. Acknowledged.
You cannot gain resources from a point until you upgrade it with an add-on. Purchase the Requisition add-on by clicking the Requisition add-on button over the resource point. The Requisition Generator boosts the amount of requisition you gain from a point. Requisition is the resource used for purchasing vehicle upgrades and infantry units. A power generator is the second type of resource add-on that you can construct. Power is the resource used to construct infantry upgrades and vehicle units.
Yes,
Most
sir.
upgrades and unit purchases require a little of both of these resources.
I understand.
Purchase the Requisition add-on by clicking the Requisition add-on button over the resource point. The Requisition Generator is finished. You will now gain requisition from this resource point. Let us further increase the requisition we are getting from this add-on by purchasing the point's resource upgrade. When your point is done upgrading, the amount of resources it generates will be increased.
We've completed.
Chapter command.
Enemies are on their way to attack your resource point. Move Gabriel to the entry point to guard the area.
Squad on the move.
I'm marching there now.
Tactical Marines ready. Understood.
Kill the enemy.
He who fight chapter master setting out.
Acknowledged.
Our emperor's might.
Tactical Marines ready. Tactical squad. Go ahead, doing it. Attack. Yes, sire. Spy command. Cut down the infantry.
Make way!
Enemies killed.
Gabriel has sustained damage to his health.
Go ahead.
Base
relocate
buildings have an
Space
ability
Marine
called
going
Healing
now.
Aura that heals elites. Out-of-combat elites that stand next to a base building will have their health restored. Move Gabriel next to your base building to heal him.
I understand.
Move Gabriel next to your base building to heal him.
Command understood. Tactical moving from hiding.
It shall be
We
done.
are ready for war. Doing it now. Ready.
He who fights doing it now. You have my favor, and the chapter master setting out.
Move Gabriel next to your base building to heal him. Gabriel has been healed and is ready to return to the battle.
Emperor lights our way.
We must now take the fight to the enemy. We will use scout squads to track
Chapter
down the
command,
enemy.
fight.
Deploy 2 scout squads from the barracks. Scouts are stealth units with a large line of sight. Stealth units can only be sighted by enemy detector units. You have your first squad of scouts. Deploy 1 more. All builder units, such as the Servitor, have the ability to detect stealth units. Your scout squads are ready. Before we take your infantry into battle, we will upgrade their attack strength at the Arsenal building. The Arsenal is the Space Marines' upgrade structure. Use your Servitor to construct the Arsenal. You can locate your Servitor by double-clicking the Servitor's portrait in your unit queue.
Initiating Arsenal deployment.
Tactical squad.
This one is configured for servitude.
Angelos.
It is my pleasure we disappear into the field.
This one would serve. Resuming construction. This one serves as punishment for redacted.
Ready.
With the arsenal finished, you can now purchase upgrades for your line units. New abilities for some line units can also be purchased from an upgrade structure. With an upgrade structure, you can purchase health and damage upgrades for your line units. Purchase the infantry damage upgrade from the arsenal. The infantry damage upgrade boosts the damage of basic infantry units.
Destroy the shadow.
Building an arsenal also gives your tactical marine squads the ability to upgrade themselves with powerful late-game weaponry. We will now upgrade a tactical marine squad with the plasma gun upgrade. Select a tactical marine squad and left-click the plasma gun upgrade.
Name your
We
target.
are ready for war.
Plasma guns are powerful ranged weapons that fire more rapidly while stationary. If they sustain fire too long while stationary, their guns will overheat and have to cool before resuming fire.
Servitor is equipped.
I am ready.
Now that your army is upgraded, use it to investigate the hostile area outside of your base.
Yes, my by your leave.
Remember to use your scout squad's stealth capabilities to scout ahead.
Chapter command. Gabriel moving out.
Ready.
This one servitor en route.
Upgrading infantry health.
It is my scout marines underway.
You have marching there now.
Name your target, see it fall. For the
Use your forces to scout for enemies.
He who fights with me shall be my brother.
There are enemies ahead. However, there is a patch of stealth cover you can use to hide your units. Units inside stealth cover are hidden from view from enemy units outside of it. This allows your units to scout what lies behind stealth cover without revealing themselves to enemies on the other side. Enemy units can gain sight of your units only if they enter the stealth cover with your units. Use stealth cover to ambush your enemies.
We serve the chapter with our marching orders.
Infantry durability is improved.
I hear you. Orders clear. Setting out now.
Use stealth cover to ambush your enemies.
Disappear into the field.
Ready. Tactical squad on the move.
I'm here. Go ahead. I will not be gone! Angelos,
One day,
carry out this
time.
tactical marine.
The area ahead is treacherous. Use your scouts to scout out any hostile enemies ahead. Do not let your scouts become detected. There may be enemies inside that stealth cover. Use your camouflaged scouts to safely scout any enemies in the stealth cover. Kill the enemies you find.
The might of the Blood Ravens is with you. No escape! My fury waits! Back!
Enemy squad kill. Tactical repositioning.
There is an enemy force up ahead. Scout out the enemy force on the upper platform. The enemy has captured the next resource point and built a listening post to protect it. A listening post is a structure with a ranged weapon that also protects resource add-ons from damage. Before you can destroy enemy add-ons or capture an enemy point, you must first destroy the listening post that protects it. Once the listening post is gone, you can destroy the enemy add-ons and take the point for yourself. Destroy the listening post.
Angelos, marching there now.
Plasma, we will do it.
Chapter infiltrating terrain. Make way!
Tactical squad taking infantry attack.
Destroy the listening post.
Under concealment.
This is Game. Begone! Targeting
The
infantry.
power generator is ready.
This day holds glory. Shutting up! I will not falter! No escape! Make way!
The listening post is destroyed, and the resource point is now vulnerable to capture. Capture the resource point.
The might of the Blood Ravens is...
Plasma's moving. Yes, command. Tactical squad moving to
I
capture.
am King. The Emperor lights our way.
Well done. This completes your second Dawn of War 3 tutorial. You are ready to proceed to the last tutorial, which centers around Dawn of War 3 multiplayer.
You have won glory in battle this day.
Welcome to the battlefield, brother. This tutorial will teach you the mechanics unique to a multiplayer match. You've arrived just in time. The enemy has destroyed our critical structures and exposed our power core for attack. The battle will result in defeat if our power core is destroyed. However, if we can fight back and destroy the enemy's power core, victory is ours. We need your elite unit, Gabriel Angelos, to swing this battle in our favor. However, we need to accumulate enough elite points to deploy him. You gain elite points over time, but you can speed up point accumulation by constructing an elite point generator on a resource point. This resource point is already captured. You can construct add-ons and listening posts on any point captured by you or an ally. All your teammates will gain full economic benefit from a point's add-ons. The enemy is upon us. Defend our resource point until we have enough elite points to deploy Gabriel Angelos. Left click click on the Elite Point Generator button above the resource point in order to deploy Gabriel faster. Our Elite Points will increase faster once the point is done upgrading to the new add-on.
It's dead. Heavy bolters attacking us. Target relocating heavy guns. Carrying it out. Enemy squad ready. Bolters braced and loaded. Enemy in his name. Maneuvering. Devastators reporting. These guns. Disintegration. Understood. Bolts. Devastators reporting. Lord. Dead with bolters in hand. Devastator squad, we heard you. Tactical squad, bolters brace a priority kill. Name your target. We will see you dead. Repositioning.
Fresh reinforcements are on their way. Fresh reinforcements are on their way.
All target eliminated. Last cannon team here.
Our elite
We have enough Elite Points to deploy Gabriel Angelos. Elites like Gabriel can only be deployed next to friendly resource points, critical structures, and strongholds. Fresh reinforcements are on their way.
Name your target.
Kill the remaining enemies. Fresh reinforcements are on their way.
Repositioning.
Last cannon team here.
Just servant. This is understood.
Kill the remaining enemies. Now is our chance to counterattack. In order to achieve victory, we must destroy the enemy's critical structures. The structures are the shield generator, the turret, and finally, the power core. These structures grant defenses to each other, so they must be destroyed in that order. Destroy the shield generator.
He who fights with me
Shall be my brother.
Chapter Master setting out. Gabriel moving out. You have my favor, and the Emperor's.
Destroy the shield generator.
Doing it now.
You have a
The enemy is trying to take cover behind the shield generator's shield. We must destroy its shield before we can destroy the shield generator.
Taking enemy attack! Make way!
last stealth move.
Attack the gun!
Devastators ready. Another challenge to us. Xenos killed.
Destroy the shield generator.
Undertaking orders.
Our target!
Devastators reporting.
Destroying it rewards us with extra resources. It also makes the turret vulnerable.
Amos.
This is Gabriel.
Your ally is recklessly attacking the turret. The turret will infrequently fire a beam attack that damages units in a line. The turret has a triggerable ability called Shockwave that stuns units around it. The turret's basic attack will cycle between different units to fire on if multiple units are in range. Ensure you space out your units while fighting the turret.
No doubt. Aim your target. Heading out. No hesitation. Any distance for victory. Command, understood. We are ready for war. Understood. Just so with bolter in hand.
Attack and destroy the
Carry
turret.
out this plan.
Where might we dispense our wrath?
I will no escape!
Tactical Marine, new target!
My fury waits! Attacking! Stop! Make way!
Go ahead!
us with resources as well. The power core is now vulnerable for attack. The enemy has penetrated our base. They must have snuck around. The power core has a shelter ability you can activate. Activate power core shelter to buy time for us to reposition our troops and drive the enemy back. Select your stronghold and use the mass recall ability. Any of your units outside of combat will be teleported back to the stronghold. Defend our power core from the enemy.
Setting up.
Our emergency recall ability is available.
No escape! None can stop me! Moving to begone! Immediately! Taking damage! This day holds glory!
Defend our power core from the enemy.
You'll die one by one! I will ensure it!
The enemy's power core is now wide open for counterattack. Destroy their power core. The enemy has sheltered their power core just like you did. Their power core is invulnerable while it is sheltered. Focus on killing the enemy forces until the shelter expires.
No escape!
Devastate, let's move these guys!
Will not falter!
Devastators reporting.
Moving! My hammer has them! Make way!
Destroy their power
I
core.
will not! Targeting orcs! Target destroyed! I will ensure it! Attack! No
Well done.
escape!
This concludes the Dawn of War 3 multiplayer tutorial.
Holds glory!
You now know what it takes to achieve victory in a multiplayer match.
This victory belongs to the Emperor, but